Hello there, man. I hope you're doing well in lockdown. Chloe from Your Very Shores has asked me to make a wee video of maybe a song in Scots from Def Shepherd. My name is John Morran and I'm the guitarist and singer in Def Shepherd. I'm sorry we can't be there, it would have been great to have been there. So what I suggested was that maybe I would teach you or sing and teach you the words of one of Robert Burns's probably his most famous international song, Auld Lang Syne, and teach you the correct tune, the tune that Burns actually put to Auld Lang Syne, and also sing it in Scots for you, so that I come from the county of Ayrshire, not far from very close to where Robert Burns was born and bred. And my language of youth was Scots. Now, Scots is not like Gaelic. It's Scots and English are derived from the same progenitor language, which would be a Germanic language from Lower Denmark, Holland, that part of Germany, and was brought over by the Angles, so to speak. In Scotland, we have retained the sort of more ancient aspect of the language. So, for instance, in Scotland, we would say for a church, we would say kerk. And obviously in Holland and Netherlands, they would say kerke. And so we call a church a kerk. And the basic difference is the K, the end, the word. The English was softened by the French influence, and you got the CH, church, kerk. And the same with birch tree, etc. And so Scots is the main language of the Scottish lowlands, and also of the very north tip of Scotland, including Orkney and Shetlands, and also Aberdeenshire and parts of Murrayshire. So it's because it's so close to English, it's got the misrepresentation of being a dialect of English, which it isn't. Anyhow, so I thought maybe I would sing you the song in closer to what Burns, certainly how he would have spoken, and almost certainly how he would have sung it. So I thought maybe we'd talk our way through it first, and I'll pronounce the words for you so that you've got it, and maybe give you a bit of the history of the song as well, or a bit of the meaning of the song, which I've learned over the years from a Professor of English Literature and also a Professor of Traditional Music at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, a man called Professor Fred Freeman, who made put all the songs of Robert Burns onto CD in the Lynn Burns collection. I think it's 12 volumes of Robert Burns songs. So Auld Lang Syne. First of all, what does it mean? Auld is old. Lang Syne is a sort of basic term which sort of means since days gone by. Old long since. So it's basically about bygone times. Obviously it's a song about reminiscences, and he's thinking about the past. Should auld acquaintance be forgot, and never brocht to mind? Should auld acquaintance be forgot, and Auld Lang Syne? Now, that's the sort of general chorus, and the biggest thing here is that the sign is not a zine. It's not a Z. It's the biggest mistake that the world over sings, and indeed lots of people in Scotland. It's not pronounced zine, it's sign. It's a S sound, not a Z sound. There's a subtle difference, but it makes all the difference in the world to a Scots speaker. Not the chorus, sorry, the first verse we've just done. The chorus is, for Auld Lang Syne, ma jo. For Auld Lang Syne. We'll tak a cup of kindness yet, for Auld Lang Syne. My jo is Scots for dear, and you'll see that when people are singing it in English, they often replace my jo with dear. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear. For Auld Lang Syne, it's not, it's my jo. That is the proper word to use. For Auld Lang Syne, my jo. For Auld Lang Syne, you don't pronounce my, it's ma. For Auld Lang Syne, my jo. for Auld Lang Syne. We'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. You don't say of, you say o. The Scots word for of is o. No apostrophe, just the letter o. And surely you'll be your pint stout, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We twa hae rin aboot the braes, and pooed the gowans fine, but we've won it, money's a weary fit, sin Auld Lang Syne. We twa hae paddled in the burn, frae morning sun till dine, but seas atween us braid hae roared, sin Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And there's a hon my trusty fear, and gie's a hon o' thine, and we'll tak a rich gid willie wacht for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup o' kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Now, that's the way that if I was speaking to my mum and dad and my brothers and sisters, that's the way that we would speak to each other. But unfortunately, because of the way that the education system works and the way that Scots is viewed in terms of its language, people struggle to sing it that way in Scotland. But that is the way that we would speak it if we were talking about it normally. I would say it just like that. So I'll run through it once more, all of it, and we'll just do it very quickly, and hopefully you'll get what it means. And I'll talk a wee bit about the song, and then we'll play the melody a wee bit and see how we get on. Should auld acquaintance be forgot, and never brocht to mind, should auld acquaintance be forgot, and Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And surely you'll be your pint stout, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We twa hae rin aboot the braes, and pooed the gowans fine, but we've won it, money a weary fit, sin Auld Lang Syne. We twa hae paddled in the burn, frae morning sun till dine, but seas atween us braid hae roared, sin Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup o' kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And there's a hon my trusty fear, and gie's a hon o' thine, and we'll tak a rich gid willie wacht for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. So a wee bit about the song and about what it is. And when it was explained to me, it became apparent why the song's so universal, because within it, it's got the elements that you need in traditional music. It's got a parochialism and it's got a universality, which is all the great traditional songs have that in them, really. They have universal themes, but based in parochial settings, essentially. And Burns does that with the use of language here. So what he does, very deliberately, is he mixes colloquial Scots, or vernacular Scots, as it was in his day, with Middle English, in fact, in some cases, and High English as well, quite highbrow English, in order to give certain themes and certain import to different concepts within the song. So to give you an example of that. And once again, this is not me working this out. This is me just relating what a professor of literature told me about it, in his opinion. So it's the last verse, and there's a hon my trusty fear, and gie's a hon o' thine. And there's a hon my trusty fear. Fear wasn't a Scots word, really. It was a Middle English word, which it means friend, trusted friend. You wouldn't say trusty friend or trusty fear in Scots. You would say loyal friend or leal friend. Leal is a Scots word for loyal. Leal friend. And but he uses that to give it a sort of an import. And gie's a hon o' thine. And gie's is something that you would say in everyday normal Scots, O thine is not. O thine is biblical. Hence it's universal. So, Gies a hon o thine gives you the parochialism of the vernacular Scots with O thine, which is a universal biblical concept. And we'll tak a right good willy wacht for Auld Lang Syne. We'll take a right good swally, a right good beer and our wine for Auld Lang Syne to celebrate or to reminisce about old times gone past. Some of the words that you might need to understand. Pint stout, that's fair enough. And Shirley, you'll be your pint stout. Shirley, you'll be your pint glass, sort of thing. And Shirley, I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We twa here in about the braes, and pu'd the gowans fine, pu'd the wild cherries, and we won our money a weary fits and Auld Lang Syne, that's fair enough. We twa paddled in the burn. So the Scots word for a small stream is a burn. You cross the burn. Paddled is paddled, obviously. From mornings until dine. Sees atween us braid, he roared or reared. It's an Auld Lang Syne. That's probably about it in terms of the words that you need to know. But the tune that we all were brought up to sing is not the tune that Burns put to the song. In fact, it was his editor, George Thompson, that put the tune that we know to the song and sent it off. I think it was to Beethoven or some composer in order to score it on his behalf. I'm not sure which composer it was. And Burns had died by this point. In fact, the tune that you all know it to is actually comes from another song of Can You Labour Lee? Oh, can you labour Lee, young man? Oh, can you labour Lee? Give back the gate, ye's come again, ye's never scorn me. I fear a man that marred the muss wi' errol pennies three, but all the fault I had to him, he couldna labour Lee. He couldna labour Lee is a euphemism for impotence. So the song that you know the tune about, that you know the tune of, is actually about impotence and not about Auld Lang Syne. So the tune and the song itself, fairly straightforward. I'll just play it simply on the guitar and run through it, and then that'll do, as I've only got a short space of time. So should old acquaintance be forgot, never broke to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot, sin Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my Joe, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Surely you'll be your pint stout, surely I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Joe, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We twa paddled in the burn frae morning sun till dine, but the swees atween us braid he rode, sin Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne, my Joe, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness and we'll take a rickety willy walk for Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my Joe, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a couple kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. It's been a wee while since I've sang it. I think I missed a verse, so don't shoot me. We all do it. So I mean that's the basic song, basic explanation. It's just about reminiscing about the past and thinking about the past. It's better sung in Scots because it feels Scots to me as a Scots speaker, and it's written in Scots for the main part. It's a clever poem and song. For example, he uses a lot of monosyllables, which he did a lot throughout the song, and that's also deliberate because he had a theory of a sort of ballad simplicity. He liked to make things really quite sweet and short, because he thought that the points got across better that way. One of his most famous songs, "My Love Is Like a Red, Red Rose." My love is like a red, red rose. I mean, it's just all monosyllabic words for the most part. There are some that aren't, obviously. And it's the same in this one. There's quite a lot of monosyllables in it too. But it's a beautiful song. And the only difficulty about singing it is because it goes low. He was a fiddle player, and fiddle players are notorious for going high and low, high A, low A. And because it's a really nice effect when you play fiddle, especially in Scottish music, where there's a lot of snaps and a lot of Strathspeys, etc. And so it has a really great effect of doing that. So he jumps all over the place, and so when you come down to the low note there in the melody, for me as a singer, that normally means I have to start up higher. And as age has caught up with me, that's not entirely possible anymore. My voice hasn't mellowed to the extent that I can get the low note very easily. So it's quite a difficult song to sing at times, depending on how your voice is feeling. Sorry for some of the guitar mistakes, but hey ho. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's made a bit more sense to you now. And I hope if we ever we can do a workshop and we can all sing it together in Scots. Thanks very much. Bye for now.